machines down at the John Deere Pavilion? Yep. Great. Well, what station is this? Horses. Very good. Keep repeating. What station? Very good. Okay. So we're going to talk about the things that horses help, that we get from horses. Just like you heard about the sheep and the pigs, and we get medicine and clothes and food from them, right? But we don't get that from horses, do we? No, we don't get horse nuggets at McDonald's, right?
Yeah,
You do? I would not eat horse nuggets.
chicken nugget.
Well, what do we get from horses then? What's your guess? Meat? In some countries. But really what we get from horses is their help. They help us with our work. And especially
Since we don't really get a product from them, they help us. So we're going to talk a little bit about what horses used to do and then what we use them for today. I've only got 2 horses with me this year. Usually we have a little pony that stands about this tall, weighs about 300 pounds. Now the little pony was very important in the olden days. We used to use a pony for mining mainly. We would actually send a pony down into the mines to bring out all the heavy materials because the shafts were so short that we couldn't send the bigger horses in there. So we would have the ponies go down and we would load their carts full of coal or diamonds, and we could bring them back.
When a baby pig is born, about 2 pounds on an average, like a big puppy. They usually have anywhere from 9 to 12 brothers and sisters. We call that a litter. This year, I don't know what's going on in my farm, but I've had a lot of 15s and 16 baby pigs in a litter. So that's a lot of pigs to take care of for one mother. These guys here were born in August. So they're about 8 weeks old. They're not quite 40 pounds yet, probably 35 pounds in that range. And when they're big enough to take to the market, they'll weigh, they'll be about this long, they'll be about this tall, and they'll weigh about 270 pounds. And it takes 6.
We use the sheep for lots of different purposes. Anyone know what those are? Yep, you do make clothes out of their wool. A sheep is clipped about once a year, right after winter, so they still have their wool for winter in springtime. They're clipped and they're clipped real short. It's what they call a slick shear. They usually get about 8 to 10 pounds of wool from one lamb. That's enough to make about one business suit. What else?
We raise corn and soybeans. We also have beef cattle for livestock.
You're going to learn about beef cattle later. Okay, I'm going to show you some plants here. You guys know what this is? Nobody knows? It does look like peas because soybeans are related to the peas. This is a soybean plant. We planted 1 seed in the ground and this is what we got. Typically, a soybean plant is almost 4 to 5 feet tall. Does this look 4 to 5 feet tall to you? What happened this summer? Anybody know? Died? Well, no, we're lacking of something. What did we, a drought. So, this plant is not nearly as big because we didn't get the rain we needed, but there are still pods on this plant. Inside these pods are, we're going to we've started harvest at our farm on corn. This is what this same plant will look like in a couple weeks. The beans inside will dry down. You can almost hear them rattle inside. And it's like soy diesel, as in it's using our soybeans to power the bus. Let's see. Corn. Let's touch on corn. You want to talk about corn?
Yep. So, you want to guess what this is? It's a corn plant, that's right. So, usually plant corn in April or May. Back in the spring, right when it starts to get warm enough for the plant to grow. And just like in the soybeans, we were short on moisture and it was also very hot this year. And so the corn plant didn't really like that, so we're not going to get as much corn as we did either. When you think about a bushel of soybeans, this basket is called a bushel basket because when it's full, that should equal a bushel of corn. So a bushel of corn weighs about 56 pounds, just a little bit of difference. Our reason being is that you can fit just a little bit more soybeans in a bushel basket than you can corn. Corn is a grass, so it's related, loosely to the grass that grow in your yard. except for it grows very fast, very tall, and you know, its goal in life is to, right here is the ear of corn, and its goal is to produce this because this is how it will reproduce the next year. These are all, when it runs through the combine, you'll take these kernels off the ear, and you know, that can be used for a variety of different ways. If you read through here, you can see some of the different things you can get out of corn. You can get sweetener. The corn itself consists of some starch, which is basically sugar, a form of sugar, and also oil. A lot of cars, most cars.
Or the insects keeps them away. Now, a seed needs 4 things in order to grow. The first thing it needs is good soil. And in good soil is something called nutrients. Please say that with me. Nutrients. Nutrients are kind of like vitamins for us, for the seed. It keeps that seed healthy and helps them to grow big and strong. So good soil. The second thing a seed needs, boys and girls, is it needs light. Where would the light come from? Sun. Yeah, from the sun. So the sunlight is really important for those seeds to grow. The third thing a seed needs is water. Now in the summertime, I have flowers at my house, and when I water them with my watering can. But a farmer has lots of fields and big areas. How would his seeds get water?
He would use a big thing that would water them.
Okay, sometimes farmers use what's something called an irrigator, but not like on our farm. We don't have an irrigator on our farm. Noah, what do you think?